Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, but definitely hit the like button. I hope that you guys are doing okay um, this morning. Um, I wanted to get back on, and I wanted to say yesterday I was so tired. My day was so long. For some reason, when I got on, I said that yesterday was Sunday. You know you had a long day when your days are off. So for some reason I kept referring to yesterday when I got on as Sunday. Child, when I said I hope you had your Sunday meal or something with your family, you know you work too much, um when your brain is fogged up and you forget your days. And yesterday was a long day for me. I had so much going on yesterday as far as the work I do outside of YouTube. Okay, that's why when I get on here, I don't I don't animate stuff um because I really want for people to have a level head. And I know when there's a lot of stuff thrown into the mix, a lot of people, a lot of uh lawyers and things of that nature, um you never know what is truly going on, but it's not going to change anything at this point. The only thing that I could see is well, we do know at one point, but the FBI is so on top of waiting for anybody to try and tamper with witnesses. I think a lot of people have tried to back away from that, but it couldn't be anything but maybe possibly jury tampering, to try and confuse the people, to because the people that's going to be on the jury is definitely citizens of Shelby County. I was having a conversation. The reason I'm talking about this again with someone on last night after I got off of here, a credible source. Okay, one of my credible sources, and I was talking about um, just brought up the cookie shop and how I felt like uh you know I could not say that the cookie shop had anything to do with it. I was like, I just can't say it. And my credible source said, well, I'm glad that you haven't said that might be a good thing for you not to do that. So um it further makes me step back, to let these people just do their job. um but do I but I'll say, do I personally, you know, um, because I had a lot of comments, and that's cool. People can express how they feel, people can express that. And let me just say this, there is nothing that the investigators and the FBI don't know. They're definitely on top of this, even the DA's office. Okay, even the DA's office. So there's nothing they don't know as far as all of this foolery, as far as all of this illegal bullshit. Um, it's nothing that they don't know. And I think they're risking a lot of stuff dealing with bottom feeders. Okay. Okay. It's a lot of violation that has gone on as it relates to this Dolph case. I know myself, I have a case. I have some things that's going on because of violations that I dare not talk about. And I guess it kind of leads me, it's my segue into that, because that's what I pay the lawyers for, Um, it kind of leads me into my segue with Raven. As I said last night, and I'm gonna get into some more stuff because I know I'm gonna get into, do I think that they did? Okay, so I know, as I said last night, Raven had she's been on here defending her family. What I think Raven should have did, because there are some things that I want to address, because people will defame your character. They know nothing about you other than, paying hackers to hack into your stuff. And that's when you go to the police department. That's when people defame your character. That's what you get your brand. That's what you get lawyers for. Okay. I think what Raven should have done was what she should have did was I think her family should have gotten lawyers. Okay. I think that they should have gotten lawyers, and I know what they're saying. Well, this motherfuckers ain't got a goddamn thing. They don't. A lot of them that's on here doing this stuff, but I think that would have been the best thing to do. Okay. Um, Instead of further, I like I said, I think that she put herself in danger. You know, um, and her family furthermore, because when people's minds are made up, as I said before, their minds are definitely made up. Okay. Um, I- let's just say because I don't know. And I would never now, since the credible source said, well, I think you're doing a good thing by not accusing them. Um, they didn't get into anything else other than I'm glad that you're not, but they didn't get into anything else. And they don't have to. So I would never, because here's my thing, if I don't know, even when I have a lot of stuff going through my head, okay? Um, if I don't know for sure, especially if it's something that serious, I would not dare accuse somebody if I'm not sure. Okay. I would not dare do it. Um, so, as I said before, there was um a I had there was a credible source said, okay, that Young Dolph was stalked. And I need for you all to get this into your head. I can't believe some of these lawyers would oh, never mind, that's for the FBI. But said that Young Dolph was stalked, okay, that Monday. Okay. So it leads me to believe, because it's not like he would have been hard to find. Okay. He had his camouflage cars. They had a video shoot. They was giving out turkeys. Um, and they had their eyes on him that Monday, I'm told. So if he had a lot of people around him, that means that some people was somewhere in the vicinity. Okay. That's what I'm told. Okay. Think I've expressed that before. Um, so I said that to say this, I don't believe that it was something like at the spare of the moment. Okay. I also put into the atmosphere, this was exclusively for me because it came from a reliable source. If the police know that, okay? This is what they do know, because I don't get my information from off of the street. I don't talk to nobody on the street. Okay. So that means that a credible source, you heard Chief Davis say that they have witnesses that have worked with them from day one, and she's so happy that they trust them. Is that there was an order that he not walk out of that cookie shop. Okay. So, you know, we learn now that there were more cars. I tried to tell you all, um, there was a reason why that those pictures were that everything was not shown. And when they don't do that, it is because they need to know if their witnesses are credible. You don't put a lot of things on the news, Okay. I'm giving some more people some content, which is cool. Um, you don't put a lot of stuff on the news, okay? Because when you have witnesses that are working with you, if you, let's just say there was a, let me think of a, just a weird color, because I don't want people to take this and go, it was a such and such car. Let's see. You don't see a lot of brown cars. Are there? Yeah, you do see a lot of brown cars. Let's just say it was a zebra car. I'll say that. It was a zebra car that was somewhere in the vicinity that's on camera, and it was a carload of dudes. Okay. And they know that that zebra car was with that white what was it, a Mercedes that they was in. Okay, if witnesses was out there and the police don't put that on the news, witnesses say, I want to be kept, I want this to be kept quiet. I'm a witness. I saw that zebra car and I recognized one of the dudes that was in that zebra car. The police is going to know that that witness knows something, because that zebra car was not put all over the fucking internet. See, I understand when these teams start getting on here to control the people. It don't take a whole lot. Y'all, it's some shit that's been going on, but hey, I can't get into that. Okay, because that's being handled. Um, but that's how they know if a witness is credible. Because they go, we didn't put that on the internet. Okay. We didn't put that on the news. So they had to have seen that. It's a lot of stuff that they don't put on there. As I've said before, there were a lot of witnesses out there. I don't know who worked in that cookie shop. I don't know. And because I have not had a credible source to tell me exactly what has happened, I cannot viciously attack somebody and then say, I just don't understand the likes of people. Some I know are bottom feeders. So that's what they do. But people that are, that are thinking people, I can't do that, you know. And so I got a lot of comments and stuff last night. That is what prompted me to really just, call somebody. And um I'm going to furthermore just, I'm never going to have anything to say about the people at that cookie shop. Okay. You won't hear me say anything unless somebody is implicated in Young Dolph's murder. And even if it's not the owners per se, and it was somebody that worked in that cookie shop, and I'm still then you still won't hear me go in on the owners. You'll hear me go in on whoever it was. If somebody worked in there that was a worker and had something to do with it. That's if that's true. That's if that's true. I don't know. I have to really put emphasis on that. Okay. I have to put a lot of emphasis on that. So, in my opinion, right now, my focus is, you know, the people that sent them. Do I believe somebody gave his location? Yeah. Hmm. It could have been somebody in that vicinity, especially if there was a job. There was a a job was these young men were paid to do a job, and there was an order given for him not to walk out of that cookie shop. Okay. So that had to have come from somebody. That it came from their boss. So I guess until they put more out, My focus would be on them getting everybody else that was with them that we did not see and the boss. And I have no doubt that that will happen. That is my main focus because people are more focused on other stuff, you know. And I can understand people's suspicions, I guess. It's just that suspicions are not facts. And because they are not facts, I cannot go in on anybody when it's not facts. Okay. So, whoever dropped the bag on his head, I think everybody's emotions are a little different. There are some people who want the cookie shop gotten more than they want the people who dropped the bag on his head gotten. I'm mine is complete opposite. It is based on their suspicions. There are facts that there was a bag dropped on his head. So because I know that to be a fact, because I've heard that from credible sources, I want the people who dropped the bag on his head gotten. Okay. That's how I feel about that. With the Young Dolph's case, I'll vlog. I've gotten into vlogging about other stuff as we wait for some more stuff to happen, you know. I have no doubt that he is going to get to total and complete justice. And I believe that his family knows it because they're quiet. Mia J was very has Mia J. I feel like if she felt like there was no justice being served, she would be very vocal. Okay, because she's a fighter. Okay. Um I think they know that justice is being served for him. And it will be served to the fullest. I'm happy that they have not went and been spinning, and it is because I know even though they probably want to, they know that the people who put the bag on his head is going to be eventually gotten. The FBI, the feds are all over this case. There's another case that I've been looking at very closely, and I just started looking at it, and that case reminds me exactly. Y'all go pay attention. I'm sending y'all. You heard it here first. Go look at FBG Duck case. I want y'all to pay real close attention to that case, okay? Because there's a lot of similarities in FBG Duck's case and Young Dolph's case. I want y'all to pay attention to what's going on with FBG Duck's case. Okay. And I've started watching it closely, very, very closely. Okay. And when I am going, well, okay, I'm not gonna say that. All right. But I I I could see these two cases being alike. FBG Duck was very talented. FBG Duck, and I just started learning about him. My God, he was a him and Ruga. Ruga's his cousin. Man, FB Duck was blazing, had a cool personality. Um, Duck was taken out because not because of the diss, because the dissing had already been going on. Duck was blowing up. His talent could not be put into a box, and Duck wanted peace, and Duck was a giver. Okay. And it's something about when people want peace and they are givers, they start learning about how to bring their community together, and they have a voice, and they start learning the recipe. They are threats. Okay. But Duck was getting ready to blow up, and he was competition. As long as he was dissing, and he didn't really have that many people, that many fans, it was all good. But he's dissing, and they diss a hard, people saying, they comeback was always harder, and he started blowing up. Oh no, now it's different. Even though we dissing them, more people listening to him now. We embarrassed. And he's competition. He got to go. So he was basically taken out for nothing too. Just like Young Dolph was. Everything similar as far as I feel like how the cases. Duck's case has been turned into a RICO case. Y'all pay close attention to those two. Similarities in the two men. I think the only difference is Young Dolph had went and amassed a lot of wealth. Duck was getting ready to get there. And Duck was a giver too. You know, true talent, a big teddy bear, you know, yeah, sad. It seems to me that some of this it seems sometimes when there are similarities in cases, even though the people that was behind it was different, it could be because the people that was behind it are on the same thing. They send people out. Just kind of check into who was behind Doug's situation. Don't come back to tell me that fast what's behind it. I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block your ass because I don't be in the mood for stuff like that. My patience is real short. I do investigative work every day. I don't have time for stuff like that. That's why people get mad at me because I will not digest that bullshit. I do this shit every day. Okay? The FBI ain't killed Duck. Okay? But go pay attention to FBG Duck's case and then watch Young Dolph's case and watch and see. Don't y'all see some similarities? And watch Young Dolph's case to the end, and you're going to be able to say she was telling the truth about that. Okay? All right, you guys, please like, share, and as far as the cookie shop, again, I don't know. I don't know. I have not heard a credible source say it. I have to say that again. And if the police has not implicated them, I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Okay. All right, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Talk to you guys later.